We're Threezus, there's three of us. We're weird as fuck and that's our deal. This could go anywhere, so buckle up and Threezus take the wheel.
Hello, people of
Dad.
the Earth. Wow, I'm already fucking this up. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Threezus podcast.
I'm Danny, and I'm slightly ahead of Daniel, and that's just how it's going to be.
That's just how it's going to be.
Yeah.
Well,
Welcome to the Threezus podcast. If you haven't noticed by now, there's a Danny, there's a Daniel, and there's a Mason.
There is.
And they are all equally as important to this podcast, even if one of them says their name first and introduces themselves
and one
first.
of them's very grumpy right now after losing a race
really
that determines his self-worth.
Yeah. It's funny.
Thanks for listening to Threezus podcast this week, folks.
Yeah.
We're always happy to be joining you, very much so. I've been thinking a lot about how our Threezus listeners lately, and I appreciate you all very much. I like the bond we share.
The trauma bond.
Special one.
The trauma of our podcast.
Yeah. Wait, Daniel, did you say the sexual one?
What?
Oh, I thought I heard the sexual one.
I did.
Okay.
I did not.
Well, Danny,
say
that was
sexual
just in
one.
your head. I'm sure you're happy to know.
Woo! Okay.
All right.
There is one particular person we love more than the rest. Not actually, but like today
It's a competition,
we do.
and you're losing to this person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Today
Good,
that person is Megan Gresham from Patreon.
Shout
What's
out to
up,
you,
Megan?
Megan.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
you're
Megan-
from Patreon, Megan?
Yeah.
Everyone is definitely losing to Megan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, Megan will be now inducted based on Megan's comment, which is "Make me grandpa."
Oh, hey, we
Grandpa
found
Megan.
a grandpa. We found.
Oh, yeah.
Because we had a grandma, and we had a Grammy, and we needed a pappy.
Yeah, so Megan is now the grandpa. So now we have the two generations above us filled out, at least on one side of the family. But
good.
You know what? Like every person has, basically one grandma or like two grandmas, two grandpas, or some combination of that from both sides. So we still have room for other grandparents.
Hey, look,
in case anyone else wants that.
if you're looking to adopt our parents, there's still time.
Yeah.
It's not
absolutely
too
still
late.
time.
I know it seems it's too late, but it's not.
It's not. Yeah. They're in their 60s, but whatever.
Shout out to you, Megan. Thanks for joining our Patreon family. Did Megan have anything to say other than make me grandpa?
No, it's just Megan.
Just make me
Megan,
grandpa.
literally just DM'd us and was just like, "Make me grandpa" in all caps.
Hell yeah, Megan. We love you. We love you, grandpa. And you can be like Megan and get a big fat shout out from us and be our grandparents. You can join our Patreon at patreon.com/Threezus. That will make me love you like I love Megan. Also, if you want to just get in touch in a less financially committal way, you can still get shouted out by DMing us on Instagram at Threezus Podcast. You can also interact with our Spotify feed to get shout outs, and you can also leave 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Am I forgetting anything, you guys?
Podcast, YouTube comments. Did you say YouTube
YouTube comments.
Yeah.
We read
YouTube
those too,
comments.
and you can get shout outs
for all
that
the
way as
video
well.
episodes. Yeah, we release the video episodes on YouTube, and you're able to go check it out there. I wanted to go through some of the polls. This is something that we kind of do like every 4 episodes.
Spotify polls, right?
Yeah, the Spotify polls. Yes, this is one of the ways that you can interact with us. It's kind of a fun, interactive way. Sometimes when it comes to me putting together the final portion of the episode, I'm always like, shit, right. I want to come up with a poll just because it's fun. And sometimes they're completely random. I think one of them was just, what kind of pets do you have? And it was like, mark all that apply. And it was like dog, cat, rabbit, hamster.
Exhilarating.
Whatever. And dog, cat were clearly the highest voted ones, dog specifically. But I did this one.
So sad Iguana didn't win.
I know, yeah. Bearded dragon, yeah. So the poll I wanted to take a look at, though, and the question that I asked was from episode 165, which is, this episode will just genuinely make you smarter, confirmed. This was actually our fun fact episode. Mason had a fun fact opener that we just kind of went with, and a lot of them were...
I really like that one.
A lot of them were
was really
truly
fun.
facts, and a lot of them then became other stuff. I think we started talking about boppets, and I was like, did you know that the small version of the boppet, where it's just pull it, twist it, and bop it, is absolute bullshit, because it's not enough, But
right.
basically, I asked also, do you have any fun facts that you'd like to let Threezus and our listeners know? And there were 2 of them here that were kind of fun. This one I can confirm is correct. This is from Taya. Says, my favorite fun fact is that Kevin Jonas of the Jonas Brothers, his first name is actually Paul. So his full name is Paul Kevin Jonas II.
A second?
Yeah.
So he went by
dad's name
Kevin
is
because his
Paul.
dad goes by Paul.
Yeah. And so he went by his middle name.
That's
and
fine.
yeah. And then
I'll allow
I guess
it.
yeah, I'll allow it. At this point, I'll allow it. The other one is from Cheese Ducks.
Wait, is it cheese ducks or ducts?
Oh, ducks. DUCKS. Ducks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Quack quack. So cheese
Ducks.
ducks.
Not like is funny too.
Like air conditioning cheese.
Yeah. They said, I don't know if this is true or not, but I know how Big Bird is puppeted. It's a full body suit, and the person inside controls the mouth with one hand and controls both arms with the other hand. The arms are connected with a string. Is that true?
I can confirm. Actually, weird.
Are you the guy in the
fact about
suit?
me.
Big Bird. Yeah.
Weird fact about me. I'm Big Bird.
Oh, wow.
Big Bird's Chinese.
Confirmed.
I actually worked with like a puppeteer, and I think one of the facts that we learned is that Big Bird, like literally, it's a dude like standing with his arm above his head.
That kind of sucks.
Because he's so tall, you know.
Right,
and then the other arm is. I think also there can be other like puppeteers controlling the second arm.
Oh.
But yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's dope.
And then the poll for that one, I think we talked about roller coasters. I don't remember why, but I just said, what are your thoughts on roller coasters? And it was either love them, they're all right, or hate them. How do you guys?
Oh, definitely love them.
Love them.
People love them.
That's correct. 53% of people so far.
That's not as many as I would have guessed.
Yeah,
I would have figured like 70% or something.
I mean, it's 53% love them, 39% they're all right, you know, and then 8% hate them. So only 8% hate them, and that's as of now. What's fun is what I realized is that I'm setting all of the polls expiration dates to December 31st of this year. So basically at New Year's,
it can just change.
because I didn't want to keep pressing for forever, but also I like the idea of if new people find the podcast, they can still vote on the polls. You know, I think that's fun.
So if any of you are planning on like crash voting us like right before the year ends, go for it.
Yeah, like literally, I don't know what time of day that it'll end, but it'd be kind of funny if like all the polls just end right as you count down to like midnight.
Happy New Year! You can't vote on this.
You can't vote on this. Yeah, although there was one that I accidentally forgot to do that, and so it expired like in like 3 days, and that one's just done. I can't do anything about it, but that's okay.
Listen. Well, we appreciate the feedback from y'all anyway. I guess we're not taking you all to Six Flags. That's fine.
That's probably why we talked about because I think I gave the fun fact of how the Six Flags name
probably
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So from episode 166, we're all going to be big, sexy buff boys. That was when Daniel was talking about how he's building a gym outside his house. I just asked, which of these Marvel series have you seen at least one movie from? Mark all that apply, because we had talked about Guardians and how I saw Guardians 3.
Right.
So it's Guardians, Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, but the Tom Holland ones, Thor, Ant-Man, and Black Panther. I don't know if you guys have an answer for this, but
I'm gonna go with Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Okay,
that's gonna be my guess.
Guardians.
So, funnily enough,
the
reason why I wanted to make note of this is because they're all very even. Like, basically, people have seen the lowest is Captain America and Ant-Man, which looks like it only has like a few less votes than the other ones. Spider-Man with Tom Holland technically has the most, so technically Daniel gets it. Guardians is right behind.
Tom Holland, Spider-Man's, they're all good movies. I like them.
They are. I really like them.
Yeah.
It's a strong franchise.
Yeah. And I'm trying to see, like, what was the... yes. I have to comment on this one. So this is from this past week's episode. Episode 167. Turns out we are all incapable of having a truly serious conversation. Because Mason brought up, like, it was a more, like, serious topic. I think you were mentioning, like...
Are we talking about the Zeppelin again?
No. This is
No, you can be honest, Danny. It was probably about the Hindenburg. Right?
It's probably about the Hindenburg. No.
The only topic I ever talk about.
This was literally from this week's episode. No, it's
my favorite world event of all time, as everyone knows.
Yeah. No, it was just that what was? Oh, it was Mason. You went to Vegas and you lost your watch, right? And you were like, and you were like, oh, I actually felt good about the fact that I could be like, oh, it's just a watch, though.
I've been in a better mental place, so I'm not freaking out about it.
Right. And then Daniel and I went about talking about sports and how it was like, oh, like you can't. It was kind of like you shouldn't get mad over the things you can't control, sort of thing. And I was talking about how sports is kind of like that. And then we were talking about baseball, and it was like 60% of the time the better team wins, 40% of the time the worst team wins. And Daniel's like, we should make a baseball team. His takeaway was, let's make a baseball team.
Yeah, how hard could it be?
Right, even though we were like, the worst team in baseball is still a bunch of insanely professional athletes.
Really good, yeah.
Yeah. So
from what I'm hearing, I'm going to win 40% of the time.
Yeah. So I asked the poll of, I just created a bunch of baseball team names for Threezus. So it was, if Threezus had a baseball team, what would our team name be? It was the Threezus Jesuses, the Threezus Thrusters,
Of course.
the Threezus Throwers, the Threezus Musketeers,
Musketeersus?
Yeah, the Musketeersus.
Threezus Musketeersus.
That's actually kind of cool. I like that. The Threezus Ticklers. I don't know where I was going with that. The Ticklers. The Threezus Underperformers. And the Threezus Podcasters. Could you imagine like a mascot just being like a microphone?
Yeah, sir, you can't take this microphone into the field with you.
The votes are still being tabulated, of course, because we're it's only been a few days, but
and we're going till December 31st.
31st, yeah. So this can change. You guys have the power to change this at home. But as of right now, 58% of the vote goes to the Threezus Thrusters.
Wow, that's a lot.
I was gonna say throwers would make more sense, but I don't think our fans want that.
No. I thought maybe Michael, my roommate Michael, and I thought Threezus Jesuses was pretty funny.
I thought that was going to be most popular.
And then Threezus Musketeers and Threezus Underperformers are tied for second.
Okay.
No one's voted for Threezus Ticklers or Threezus Podcasters.
I'm sorry, Danny. I'm sorry, Danny.
Yeah,
I know you really love Threezus Ticklers.
Really
and you put all your weight behind it.
I know, yeah. Anyway, those are the polls. Thank you guys so much for participating in those. If you
They're
have
a lot of fun to
Spotify,
read.
right? If you have Spotify and you don't listen to us on Spotify, just know it's even more fun on Spotify because you get to do things like the polls and respond to the questions. It's just it's more interactive,
I love hearing from you guys. It's y'all are my home crew now. I'm at home with you guys. Daniel, what am I doing here?
Speaking of being home,
there we go.
I went home.
China.
China.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Daniel's not Chinese.
Woo! Yeah.
Make it stop.
Make it stop.
So obviously, as you guys know, but maybe our listeners don't know, I went back to Korea for a couple weeks to see my family.
Went back to where you came from.
Nice. Yeah, I finally did it. And it was nice.
I finally listened to my very grumpy neighbor. And I went back to Korea.
Turns out he was right all along. Yeah.
He just wants me to be close to my family, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess so. We did a lot of cool stuff, but I want to say the biggest highlight of the trip, which I didn't expect to be a highlight, was okay. So preface a little bit.
Yeah.
My grandparents live in Korea, obviously, and so whenever I go, I visit them, right? And my grandpa's getting up there, but he's a grandpa, so he'll give speeches and stuff whenever I come visit.
That's fun.
And for the first time in my life, he didn't tell me that I needed to lose weight. And I was like, yes!
Whoa!
Yes!
Like old Asian people are assholes about weight too. So that
yeah. He even because I was telling my friend this too, and because instead of telling me to lose weight, he said that I need to get married.
Oh, okay.
So I was saying how
he just replaced it with something else. Yeah.
Yeah, I've leveled up from lose weight to get married,
nice.
So I was proud of that.
Yeah.
And then,
in his eyes, you've accomplished step one.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
It took me a while.
Yeah.
But my friend was like, "Are you sure it wasn't just that he gave up on you on that and you just timed down?"
Oh no!
Friend, what are you doing?
Yeah, what a friend.
And I was like, "No, because my grandpa specifically said that I look good."
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will also
now
probably
reproduce.
attribute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably will also attribute it to my mom made me put on this sunscreen that has makeup in it.
Oh.
So my skin was smoother.
You were glowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's pretty funny because we visited them 3 times. All 3 times I had to wear the sunscreen makeup, and I had a specific grandparents shirt that I wore.
Wow.
But yeah, it was nice.
Really curating an experience for them.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. I'm glad that's a highlight, and I'm glad it sounds because you were gone for a bit, and I know I'm sure you did a ton of flying. You know, you mentioned you went on a cruise as well.
We went to Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand.
Nice.
But yeah,
no, Korea. Really
Korea. They're all my people.
Yeah. You literally treated everyone the same way. Yeah.
Oh, I will say though, several times during my vacation when we were not in Korea, people would come up to me and just start talking Chinese, like speaking Chinese, and then they're just like, "You're Chinese." I'm like, "No, I'm not Chinese."
Hello, you are Chinese.
I don't know if you know this about yourself, but you're Chinese. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be tough because, like, I think unfortunately, everyone's just going to assume you're whatever nationality of the country you're in, and
all your no habla inglés jokes land really flat there. I bet.
Oh yeah.
No habla inglés. Yeah. Oh, that's really funny. Well, I'm glad you had a good time, and I'm glad you're back. Also, you know, and that you made it safely. And that you visited your homeland.
That sounds dope. And also, by the way, like I definitely cheekily am poking fun at your old Asian grandpa, but I also have old Asian grandparents, and I got mad love for them. They're just silly sometimes. So shout out to old Asian grandparents everywhere who definitely listen to podcasts.
I mean, I don't even think it's just Asian grandparents. I have a feeling especially my Mexican grandparents were pretty they'll just kind of unashamedly
blunt,
be kind of blunt about certain things, and you're like, why?
Oh yeah,
why have you done this?
Definitely not just an Asian thing, I guess.
Definitely.
Totally. Well, shout out grandparents. I know I need to lose weight. I know I need to get married. Whatever. But I don't feel like doing those things right now. Instead, I want to do something frivolous and dumb, and something a grandparent would think is weird. I want to play Would You Rather with my friends, like it's a fucking slumber party.
Yeah.
Oh my
goodness.
This is Would You Rather, but it's also Would You Random.
Want to practice kissing?
I
heard that, Daniel.
Yeah, I heard it too. I just chose to ignore it. I want to break us in with two questions though.
Okay.
This one I wrote. Would you rather have 2 dicks or 3 arms?
Oh. Wait, do people know?
Okay.
Well, in the 3 arm case, how could they not?
Yeah. So it's really a location thing, right? Like, I feel like my answer depends purely on
real estate.
Yeah. Like location. Is the 3rd arm coming out of the middle of your chest? Is it like?
I think
that's a good question.
I think you get to put it wherever you want, but it's definitely on your torso, and
does it have to be the same size as a normal arm?
You want a baby arm? Yeah.
I think you have just 3 arms here.
Yeah.
The way you're picturing it first.
Right.
Could I just extend my one arm by putting another arm on top of it?
No. Like you're gonna have to live out of the closet on this one.
Yeah. Okay. I think.
Also,
it's useful though. Keep in mind how useful it can be.
Are the dicks side by side or on top of each other?
I think you get to put them wherever you want.
Yeah, Daniel's asking the good questions here. Yeah,
that's nice, Daniel. That's not part of the question.
Yeah. Oh, but never mind. No, I don't want to get. I don't want to get. Yeah. I don't want to get too far.
Can I hold 2 times the pee?
No.
No, I don't think so.
There's still
that would be a bladder right? thing. I think. Yeah.
Oh wait. Do I have 4 balls or is it just the penis?
Just 2 penises.
No, you have 2 dicks.
Yeah, it's just two dicks and 2 balls.
I feel like that's not as aesthetically pleasing.
No clothes.
No clothes. Just 2 dicks. So
you have 2 dicks. Everything else is regular.
I'll go 2 penises.
The real thought that I want you to examine is do I want the utility of 3 arms or the modesty of 2 dicks? Do you know what I mean? like you can hide it. You know what I mean?
You're being humble.
Yeah, I want the modesty of 2 dicks. I hate thinking about it, but I feel like there's people would raise so many more questions with me having 3 arms than 2 penises.
Well, I actually would argue it's not more questions among people who know. I feel like you get more questions per person who knows about 2 dicks.
Right. Yeah,
that's true.
But not as many people would know about it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can choose to tell people,
right?
Whereas the 3 arms thing is you probably know this about me already.
Yeah, what utility would you get from another arm? Just carrying more things?
Okay, so maybe I underthought this one, but in my mind,
we live in
my mind, 3 arms was useful.
We live in a very 2-armed society, so I don't know. There aren't a lot of
it might be even worse because you know how left-handed people have more casualties or like accidents than right-handed people because like machines and things aren't.
Yeah, because everything is slightly designed against.
Yeah,
them.
so like for a three-armed person, maybe you might get hurt more often.
All right, I think we found the right answer.
Yeah.
Okay, how about like eyes in the back of your head or something?
Like, would you rather have that or two dicks or what?
Okay, maybe there's no good way to do this one.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Would You Random, which is when I just kind of like hit a button on a random generator for Would You Rather questions and read whatever I think sounds good, okay?
Yeah. You don't have to read every single one. I've done this before and not all of them are good.
So I already did some of those and I have some written down here. So
nice.
Let's see, what did I do this for this one? Okay, I want you to really think about this one because I know what your knee-jerk reaction is going to be.
Okay.
Would you rather be forced to dance every time you heard music or be forced to sing along
Oh, shoot.
forever? Like,
oh, God.
Forever.
every time you hear music, you have to either...
So
like,
this also includes like non-vocals music, like elevator music. You'll have to like sing along with the elevator.
Hum along,
Yeah.
yeah.
You have to vocalize along to it or dance to it.
Dang it. Those are
Every
both,
time, no matter what.
Those both sound so tiring.
I think that's an easy answer because I was just thinking of the scenario of being at a funeral, and I think singing along with any music at the funeral is much better than like breaking it down to Amazing Grace. You know?
Might be a little more socially acceptable in all circumstances to sing along, though I feel like, are there any time? No, because like if there's music playing, there are never times where you need to be quiet.
I think dancing's a little easier to hide because you could probably find ways to do it that
could
are
be
less
like minimal,
invasive.
like little minimal,
I think
finger?
like fidget dancing is probably going to be something you can do.
Okay.
And then also like, because the thing is like, if you minimize how much you're dancing, it can just kind of look like you're fidgety. If you minimize how much you sing, you'll just sound insane. And also you still can't talk at all. So like if there's music going on, people can't talk to you.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I never even thought of that.
You know, like you're like at the mall, someone's like, "Hey, like where do you want to have lunch?" and you'll just be singing.
Yeah, that's rough.
And even if you did it quietly, you still basically wouldn't be able to respond.
Yeah, I guess dancing, maybe because also I do kind of physically fidget consistently anyway, and I find myself like I was down in like the business center of my apartment building earlier today. It's like just this one room, and I was just drumming super freaking loud all over the table. And that's just like a thing that I don't notice I'm doing unless, there are people around and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" But
hey, can you stop?
Hey, yeah, please.
Hey, this is the library.
Yeah. Hey, this is a funeral. So
that's the coffin.
Yeah. Oh no, it's like a what is it, open casket, and you just go up and you just go.
Hey, that's the dead guy.
Yeah. Drumming on their like skull. Yeah. Anyway.
That was Would You Random. Maybe more next time. In any case, thanks. Hey, look, you listeners, if you want to weigh in on your answers or ask other ones, we'll do your fucking Would You Rather questions.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll have that as the
we'll read your
the
answers
question.
if they're good.
Yeah,
if they're bad. If they're bad, you can go fuck yourself. What are you doing
I was gonna say like I'll put that as where am I? I'll put that as the question for this episode when it comes out.
Nice.
I'll make sure to do that. Editor Danny, remember.
That's right. So you guys can look forward to those cues so you can answer them.
Nice.
And Danny, why did I say that?
Oh, because I wanted to do a quick little thing to kind of finalize out this episode. It is so it's a Q&A, but I think this idea was either given to me or I thought of it. I genuinely don't remember. But it is just essentially a question and answer, but you can only respond to the questions with song lyrics as your response or song titles. Sorry, song titles. I accidentally said song lyric, but I meant song titles.
I was gonna say most lyrics have probably been said.
Yeah. Sorry. So basically, I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. I'll answer as well. And they're just kind of typical questions, but you would answer in a song title. Right. So for example,
I don't know how many song titles I know.
Right.
Okay.
So for example, how are you feeling today? I could maybe say Wide Awake.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How do I do?
Yeah. Dazed and confused.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Thunderstruck, I thought was kind of funny.
That's
for like
funny.
a how you've been doing. Tired is just a song.
Suck my dick.
Suck my dick. Suck my dick while I fuck that ass.
That's a response to how are you doing today?
Yeah. If you're like,
and there is a song called "Suck My Dick."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my answer.
Yeah. And you guys don't need to like necessarily answer for everyone if you don't think of anything.
Okay.
I have a few more.
Please.
What was your high school experience like? I have. I'm just a kid.
Yeah.
Nice.
Best of both worlds.
Suck my dick.
Suck. It's the same thing every
That's
time.
just your answer for everything.
You know, the more I think about it, the more I think you could respond to a lot of questions that way.
It's true.
It just makes it sound like you're really mad at the interviewer for asking you anything. Yeah.
You're like, no, I'm just trying to answer the question.
wanna be there.
Teenage Dirtbag. That could be. Yeah.
The breakup song?
Yeah, or the potential breakup song.
I
The
had
Ali and
one of
AJ.
those.
Yeah, we had one of those.
ADHD.
ADHD. Yeah.
Or ADD.
ADD. Yeah, the Dwelly
That's the song that you showed
Yeah.
me before. Yeah.
I'm so stupid.
I'm so
So stupid.
Bad Romance, I guess would be. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That would have been better.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good.
How would you describe your love life? Speaking of,
Bad.
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 There are plenty of songs called Bad. Oh man, it's so sad that I feel bad
Suck
because
my dick.
I suck my dick. I Kiss the Girl. Versace on the floor. Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel so bad, but I wrote one down for Daniel called "The Sound of Silence."
Jesus Christ, Danny. Oh my God.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh no.
Oh man.
As of like 6 months ago, that could have applied to me. Yeah. I'm sorry, Daniel. It's
There's
so
a
mean.
song called "Hi, I'm a Slut"
That's Daniel.
that I know about.
Yeah. Suck my dick.
Wow.
I'm so sorry, Daniel. That's so fucked up.
That's really funny.
That
I
was
just-
very mean.
I know. I just wrote. Okay. What about what are your goals for this year? I have work.
Oh yeah, work. Yeah.
Work from home. Also, Fifth Harmony.
Yeah.
Rockstar.
Suck my dick.
That's your goal.
Sorry. What is?
Could you use it in a sentence?
Yeah, suck my dick. Okay,
It
and
is a
then
sentence.
the last one would just be, what would you like to tell the Threezus audience? Other than, yeah.
Mason.
I just called to say I love you.
Yeah, yeah, that's cute.
Don't suck my dick.
Yeah. I like "Sorry" by Justin Bieber. Yeah, just sorry. I love you, or there's also
It's surprisingly hard to even think of any songs.
I know.
through this
Yeah,
lens
I
for
mean,
me.
I
I'm
cheated
blanking a
by
lot.
I pre-wrote this and gave you guys no real.
No. This is good. This is good.
You're really killing it with "Suck My Dick," though. There's an old Newfound Glory song called "All Downhill from Here."
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what we're telling our fans.
Yeah, hey guys, all downhill from here. Yeah.
Listen, I know it doesn't feel like it at all, but we've peaked.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fun way to end the episode because I know one thing Daniel really likes to tell the Threezus audience is. Oh, okay, yeah.
Just get under this bus, Danny.
Yeah.
We're hanging you out to dry.
I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I love you. Daniel said that. Yeah, that's what I feel. Okay, I'm so flabbergasted now.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the end of the Threezus episode. We'll see y'all next week for episode 169. Woo!
Very
Nice.
sexy.
The second nicest episode.
Take
All
your
right.
clothes off.
What?
Ding 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 ding.